And we're back. If you're wondering what happens when a Netflix exec falls asleep with YouTube stuck on autoplay, we found out last week with the announcement of Pop the Balloon, a live TV adaptation of a YouTube dating series starring everyone on Love is Blind's block callers list. Let's get into it.
Okay, this is what I'm going to say. If the TV show Pop the Balloon was a person and it walked in the room on an episode of Pop the Balloon, I would pop the balloon. I wanted to go meta. I wanted to go in to get back out. They're doing this with reality TV stars. I saw Farrah Abraham, Johnny Bananas. I think if you've ever done the challenge, go ahead, get your Netflix credit.
If the traders turned you down,
if
you're in luck.
Balloon popping.
Yeah,
balloon
Farrah Abraham
popping.
does not have a passport. I'm positive. So, pop the balloon it is.
Pop the balloon. You know what? Put Amber and Gary from Team OG back on it. Watch them fight.
Bristol Palin.
Bristol Palin.
Come on. Okay, explain what Pop the Balloon is.
Pop the Balloon was an internet YouTube show popular among the same demographic as Carol's Daughters and Shea Moisture. So it's a very black internet show. It's on YouTube and the clips made to TikTok, and it would usually be a single person. It's a dating show. It's like the kind of like fastest way to get through Singled Out and Next. There's a host, there's a person who is looking for love, then there are a bunch of people who they want to see as potential suitors or suitrees. I don't know what the gender is fluid. So you have people who have balloons, and a person does a little interview, and then those people get to pop balloons if they don't want to date the person. And then if no one pops a balloon, that person has to pop some of their balloons. And it's a very satisfactory auditory experience because sometimes it sounds like gunshots. sometimes it sounds like a bad neighborhood. And that is funny, but it also makes for a very fast show, which is why it's on the internet. Because sometimes the people walk in and literally the man walks into frame and pop, 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 pop. I've seen girls grab.
It's a nasty show.
It's a mean-hearted show.
I would never be on this damn show.
I've seen people grab other people's balloons and pop them.
Yes.
So now it's going to be a Netflix live experience. I think the host is an executive producer. Her and her, wait for it, I think husband. So I want y'all to know something. Married people are laughing at single people. I'm married. I'm married. Listen, I love it. Everyone should get a husband, even straight men. You need get a husband. But this married woman and her husband are laughing at y'all singles. They are laughing at what y'all have to go through. Some of these men going on here, oh my God, they really think they're the prize. And then also some of these women, I saw one where a guy said that he had a cat, and that was the deal breaker for all the girls. I said, "What this? Oh my God,
it is lost a reminder that everyone's standards are out of control." Let's just say that.
Kevin Samuels, rest in peace. Kevin Samuels would have got some of these folks together. And I know he was an evil misogynist, but he would have put some of these folks in their place, men and women.
Everyone's standards are out of control, and it's sort of. What's funny is that Pop the Balloon is a little bit like, for straight people, it's a little bit like Grindr in real life.
Yeah.
The game show. You pop the balloon, you block someone real quick when you get a hello.
But at least with Grindr, you gonna get to fuck. I don't know what the goal of this is. It is. And it's like also like they are inclusive. There are gay episodes that are just as terrible as the straight episodes. They are very transphobic. I'm going to put that out there right now. The transphobia on these shows is corny as fuck. I do not like that.
It's like the Shade Room.
Yeah. Shade Room. Every now and then the Shade Room be like, can you believe Dwayne Wade loves his daughter? And they just go, comment below. And I go, y'all know what y'all doing. What do you mean? I definitely can't believe this multimillionaire who is married to an actress who has been in Miami appreciates trans people. What's going on?
Yeah.
What's going on? His daughter His daughter. You're surprised? Okay, but this show, I have many thoughts. One of which is, I don't know if this is the precedent we need to be setting.
Say that.
I don't know if this is the precedent we need to be setting. I know there's a lot to be said with like, get your money, young black woman. I'm so happy that you were able to like secure an EP role on this. I don't know. And some people go, oh, it's internet. It's harmless internet fun. We've learned since November that every podcast that turns 12-year-old boys into misogynists, that this internet fun does come home to roost. I don't know how I feel about it.
Well, so how do you feel?
What's your body count? My body count? You. Bang! I want to kill a person.
How do we feel about Yvonne Orji being the host?
She ain't married.
She's never popped her balloon either.
She a virgin.
Yeah.
How you going? You need say it again, Ira. Her balloon need to be popped.
She has never popped a balloon. It is. I mean, it's interesting.
Okay, because this is the thought. Michelle Buteau is married, loves her husband, loves their twins. Vanessa and Nick Lachey, married, love each other, can tell you how to work through some stuff. You can't, girl, you need to be a contestant. No?
Actually, I would watch a show about her looking for love. You know what? I'm a virgin too. That's how that works. Which hole? My ears? I've never been to Claire's. I see you on Fire Island. The stuff's been in them ears.
I still have both of my ear hymens, everybody. Internet shows. Mr. Beast. Okay, they make a joke about Mr. Beast in the pilot episode of The Studio. Rightfully so, because I just
learned what Mr. Beast was recently.
I'm sorry. You didn't need to.
Yeah, and I also learned. I learned like a few months ago what Mr. Beast was, and then I also learned recently that Mr. Beast and James Patterson are working on a novel together. First of all, who's doing the writing?
The 31 writers on James Patterson's staff. That man is gonna write 13 books next year,
and it's already being adapted for film. By the way, they're shopping the film rights for this book about like people playing a Survivor kind of game show. This is the pipeline we're in. The book's not even being written yet by the team of 31 writers.
Okay.
We're just going to Frankenstein the movie out of this idea.
Everyone listening, this is why The Studio is funny. Because what Ira just described is not an episode, it's real life. What Ira just described is the state of things. Mr. Beast appeals to kids with silver caps on their teeth. Mr. Beast appeals...
And not grills.
Mr. Beast appeals to the boys who you have to go, hey, stop poking that dead bird with a stick, y'all. We're kind of there. So James Patterson, who is this prodigious writer, Alex Cross series. Mm-hmm.
Giovanni's Room. And it's a series. It's Giovanni's Closet, Giovanni's Basement.
Not to address the Giovanni in the room. Giovanni, I'm like so confused and I want to cry. This is like a very weird place to be in when you actually write books, when you act, when you write TV, when you do stand-up comedy, when you are kind of in this new quasi like YouTube to TV pipeline that I don't know. Also, Mr. Beast, he gets money. He's torturing people. There is a word for when you make people do a bunch of stuff with money, and you're not okay. Because like TJ Lavin, I never thought TJ was evil when he was hosting the challenge, because TJ is like, oh, I'm hosting. There's like there are a couple other Mark Probst. I never think they're evil.
Mark Probst, Jeff Probst, Mark Burnett.
Mark Burnett. Okay, yeah, Mark.
Well, Mark
whatever
Burnett's
the name
evil.
is.
Mark Burnett is evil. Jeff Probst is neutral evil.
Yeah. I don't think they're evil. Mr. Beast, because he actually is also raising the money, he's evil. He be trapping these people.
He's Jigsaw.
He's Jigsaw. Look at his face. That's not his real face. I know he can take it off. Hey, Ira, you talk about a new Batman villain, Mr. Beast.
That would actually be good. No,
there's a famous Batman.
Well, now you're giving
villain.
James Patterson the idea for the book because you know they haven't written it yet.
I'm giving David Zaslav some new IP. You go, okay, this is what you do. Batman has a villain called the KG Beast. It's one of the first villains. He was like, I'm gonna let this person die. You make it the KG Mr. Beast. It's so easy. Actually, you know what? Keep it. I am withholding rights to that IP.
Okay.
It's stamped.
Okay. Keep It is brought to you by Ava. If you can't remember the last time you thought about your credit score, baby, you're not alone. But here's the thing. A good score can mean better interest rates, lower payments, and bigger opportunities. And if you're thinking about making a big purchase this year, no one can help you prepare for it like Ava.
Every once in a while when I'm about to pay off a card, I get a little alert that says, think of your credit score. Like it'll warn me like I'm a bad person and I'm doomed.
Child, my credit score is like SZA and Kiki in Good Days, okay?
You are out on the curb. Yeah.
I guess I need Ava.
Thank God she's here. Ava is a credit building app that makes it super simple to improve your credit fast so you can get better rates on loans, pay off debt faster, and keep more money in your pocket. The Ava card gives you credit up to $2,500, and Ava reports your on-time payments to all major credit bureaus every day to help you build positive credit history quickly. The longer you stick with Ava, the higher your score can go, with most members seeing their credit go up in less than a week. Joining Ava starts at just $6 per month. There's no credit check, no interest, and no fees. So don't let your credit hold you back another day. I want to reiterate, this is not Ava, the Jessica Chastain movie that I think only Ira saw.
You know my tastes. Download the Ava app, spelled AVA, today, and when you join using our promo code KEEPIT, you'll get your first month free. This offer is only for our listeners. Get the Ava app and use promo code KEEPIT to get your first month. That's promo code KEEPIT. Thanks to Ava, and now go get yourself good credit. Keep It is brought to you by Planned Parenthood Federation of America. No matter what, your sexual and reproductive health decisions, including abortion, belong to you.
Planned Parenthood organizations are fighting for common sense policies that protect our right to control our own bodies and futures and keep personal health care decisions between patients and their doctors, not unqualified lawmakers. Nearly 80% of Americans want that. The attacks on Planned Parenthood, our health care, our basic rights, they just don't stop. But you know what else doesn't stop? Planned Parenthood. The amazing staff and volunteers at Planned Parenthood health centers across the country do whatever they can to provide high-quality, affordable health care to 2 million annual patients, no matter what nonsense some people in power try to pull.
You can help. Donate to support Planned Parenthood at plannedparenthood.org/protect. That's plannedparenthood.org/protect. I want to ask you about another internet series, though, because I've seen your tweets.
Say it.
What is a kill Tony?
A wish,
I Googled it a little
prayer.
bit. And then I was like, I'm just going to ask Jay to explain it to me because my head was hurting.
Okay, so Ira, there's this thing called slurs, and they're usually racial or sexual identity pejoratives thrown at people. So, okay, long story short, Kill Tony was kind of like amateur open mic at the, I want to say Comedy Store, or in LA for a very long time. Tony Hinchcliffe was in LA for a long time hosting this sort of like bucket open mic situation where you go up for a minute, and if you do well, you get like a golden ticket. You get to perform with him. If you don't do well, you kind of get torn to shreds by this panel. And then when Rogan and all of his acolytes moved to Austin in 2021. That show moved to Austin in 2021. It has since blown up because a lot of men who work in tech think they're funny enough to do stand-up, so they pay money to put their name in a bucket to maybe get the opportunity to do this show. They usually do terrible. It is like the law of averages. There's usually like 1 or 2 good people every 2-hour episode. It's also filmed and posted every Monday. And it has attracted a corner of comedy that is very brosphere, manosphere. We've kind of discussed it in the past when it comes to like post-election, like all these people who are inviting J.D. Vance, Donald Trump, and Elon Musk on the podcast. And so now Kill Tony is kind of a cult following in Austin, so much so that people fly from LA to Austin to try to do a minute of comedy at a mic where the host is also probably going to call them a Now this, and not the way we do it, not with love, but with animus. So Tony Hinchcliffe is a good roast joke writer. Tony Hinchcliffe he was good at the roast of Tom Brady. He was not good at the Madison Square Garden rally where he said Puerto Rico was a floating garbage island. He was not good when he pointed at a black man in the...
him.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a Tony that you want to kill, but it's also you have to kill. You could be one of his killers. He pointed at a black man at that rally and just said watermelon. And that level, that level of artistry is on display. I have so many mixed feelings because I love comedians providing new opportunities for young comedians. I also don't think the best opportunity is for you to bomb on Netflix and then get roasted in front of a bunch of people if you want to continue a career in comedy. You know the first episode of American Idol? Imagine how many William Hungs exist for comedy. That's what I want people to realize. She bangs, she bangs. She moves, she moves.
I do kind of like the concept of rich tech bros who think they're funny getting ripped to shreds.
Yeah, yeah.
If it were just them, that'd be funny.
Yeah.
And like in their own ecosystem destroying each other.
Yeah, but then there also are some people who maybe they're kind of okay at comedy, but it's not, full disclosure, not my vibe, but I have a friendly relationship with people who have been on the panel. I have friends who have done the panel. I have people who I think are good comics outside of that situation. So I have some nuance regarding opportunities for comedians in an age where those things are drying up. I don't love it. I don't love using YouTube as a beta program to test your TV shows. Because then everyone's just going to go to YouTube, and then everyone makes all their money from YouTube monetization and Google ads, which we love. We love Google. If they're listening, they are. You are never really going to break talent. Don't you want to break talent, studios? I don't know. I don't think everything needs to be Kool-Aid. I'm not drinking this Kool-Aid. I don't think everything needs to be a universal hit before you give it a shot. That's my take, but I am also a traditionalist and pretty old because I don't watch Kai Cenat videos. So that's that on that. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting because some people are gonna regret wanting to bomb as their first thing they've ever done on Netflix. If you want a career to continue in comedy, it's gonna be really hard to shake that off. Yeah,
it's kind of like directing your first film out the gate without having done anything else.
Yeah.
Now A24 lets some of the girls do that, and it works. Death of a Unicorn is very fun.
Yeah.
Opus is not.
Where's the T.S. Madison bottles on your client? T.S. and Craig, please. I need some bottles. The
whole thing is sort of defeating, though, because I feel like as, creative artists, you really want to be doing your best work. You really want to maybe make something that could become a TV show, could become a movie, could become a book, etc. And the industry just wants you to sort of like reverse engineer all this shit. It's like you want to write a book, but it's like, do I need to be writing a book series now to create a series, etc.? But does it matter if James Patterson and Mr. Beast are doing it?
It's because those eyes are already on Mr. Beast from the Beast games and from all the silly YouTube videos. The scary part is you can choose to be, as a studio, you can choose to be a tastemaker or you can choose to be a banquet hall that can be rented out for the people who have the most friends. I don't love the idea of everything becoming a quinceañera. I think every now and then you need to be a restaurant, have a chef de cuisine, and have a prefix menu, and you go, listen, you're going to eat this because it's good and because I'm trained. Now enjoy this. And you go, oh my gosh, this is amazing. This is wonderful. You don't get an Ali Wong. You don't get Tom Segura. I don't know people who like Netflix likes. You don't get some of these wonderful discoveries. Taylor Tomlinson. If you have to be huge on YouTube first, you also don't find some of these amazing actors for TV and for movies if they have to already be TikTok stars. Because the fucked up part about being a TikTok star is you might have like created an audience that is loyal to you in one vein, and they will not accept your transition or your kind of elevation and your evolution through things. I mean, I'm wishing people the best who have like other exploits outside of social media and TikTok, but it's hard. And that's why, like, personally, people see me and they go, oh, Jay, just stand up. Good. I don't want you everything, nothing else. I don't want you to be like, oh, what did Jay do? Stand up. Mm-hmm. He's funny. Cast him in something if you want to, but go see a show. I love to be cast. Cast me. You hear me? You hear studio? Me and Dwayne are good girlies. You know, have an episode where we go out on the town, have a little fun. Me and Tyler. He's very funny. He's very fun on the show. But it's a what Future say? It's an evil world we live in. That was Future saying that. Future said that.
He also famously said, fuck them some commas. And
fuck them some commas.
And that's what the industry's about now.
They doing it.
All right. When we're back, it's our favorite segment of the episode. And I'm so glad that Jay is here for it. We'll be right back with Keep It.
Ooh, I got something.
Keep It is brought to you by Helix. And by he, I mean Lewis, because he loves his Helix mattress.
I just woke up from mine. As you know, I spring out of bed. It's like a full picture someone doing the worm and landing on their feet. That's how I get out of my Helix Sleep mattress, which is definitely, and no joke, the best mattress I have ever had.
Well, go to helixsleep.com/keepit for 20% off site-wide. That's helixsleep.com/keepit for 20% off site-wide. And as you know, they got that whole Helix sleep quiz thing. So if you don't know what mattress you want, they're going to help you figure it out.
I think it's more accurate to people's souls than the Zodiac. So go to helixsleep.com/keepit.
Keep It is brought to you by Soul. And let me tell you something. Like my friends at Coldplay, I got soul, but I'm not a soldier.
That's not Coldplay, for sure. That is, I believe, the Killers.
Same thing. They're British.
They aren't. The Killers are from Las Vegas.
Oh, well, you know, I like to think of Vegas as the London of the U.S.
Have you been drinking like today, now?
Actually, I think I've just been feeling really good from using Soul. Let me tell you something about the CBD, okay? It's for CB me.
Is that so?
Yeah. When you get older, you get a lot of aches. Let's just say that, you know? I'm starting to feel like Kathy.
Oh, okay. I have an ache right now, but it's personal and about you.
Well, I'm sorry for making you act this morning.
Kathy Guysway, girl, we love you.
But, you know, a little lift from CBD is relaxing and soothing, and it's better than a cocktail. Well, listen, we love a night out with friends, but when there are drinks involved, that night out creeps into the next day with all the post-martini symptoms that have only gotten worse in our 30s. And that's why I've been reaching for Soul's out-of-office gummies instead. They're the perfect little lift to keep the good vibes going and give me that light social buzz without the hangover.
Soul is a wellness brand that believes feeling good should be fun and easy. Soul specializes in delicious hemp-derived THC and CBD products designed to boost your mood and help you unwind. Their best-selling out-of-office gummies were designed to provide a mild, relaxing buzz, boost your mood, and enhance creativity and relaxation. The out-of-office gummies come in 4 different strengths, so you can find the perfect dose for your vibe. Choose from a gentle microdose, perfect buzz, a noticeable high, or a fully lit experience.
With wellness at the forefront, you can feel good about what you're putting in your body. All of Soul's products are made from organically farmed, USA-grown hemp and are vegan, gluten-free, and low in sugar. And if you like their out-of-office gummies, you've got to try their new out-of-office beverage, a refreshing, alcohol-free alternative perfect for summer sipping.
Bring on the good vibes and treat yourself to Soul today. Right now, Soul is offering our audience 30% off your entire order. Go to getsoul.com and use the code KEEPIT. That's getsoul.com, promo code KEEPIT for 30% off.
And we are back with our favorite segment of the episode. It is Keep It. Jay, what's going on?
Okay, this is my Keep It. I saw a Rough Riders jersey at Urban Outfitters, and y'all, keep it. Keep it someplace far away from me. If you don't know who the Locks are, if you don't know who Eve is, if you don't listen to DMX, if you didn't see black people pulling dangerous stunts on motorcycles and music videos that you tried on your bicycle, please keep it. Whoa, my God. First it was FUBU, and one time I saw Ira out in a FUBU jersey, and I said, oh my God, I haven't seen FUBU in forever. And then I saw Billie Eilish in a FUBU jersey, and I said, Ira is copying from Billie Eilish.
Fuck
Ira
you.
Ira is stealing stud points from black icon Billie Holiday Eilish.
I was reclaiming my youth,
Reclamation.
okay?
Reclamation.
I was reclaiming my youth because I actually read a passage in my book about being bullied for wearing FUBU because we could not afford FUBU at first because we shopped at JCPenney.
Yeah.
And the
South
one
Pole
time
was at JCPenney.
one time I saved some money to get a FUBU, and then I wore it to school, and you know black people.
I did.
Everybody was like, "Oh, Ira got FUBU."
I had a platinum FUBU jersey, and I said, listen to this. Platinum FUBU with Fat Albert and the gang on it sometimes, boy, you can tell me nothing in 8th grade.
Yeah.
I was stunned. But yeah, Rough Riders. Okay, we're getting into weird territory, Urban Outfitters. Rough Rider right now. Then what's next? Fat Farm. We can't. We can't. I'm about to see a Mark Echo shirt soon. We gotta stop. We gotta stop. The FUBU I will allow.
I love the FUBU because I see people wearing FUBU out in the wild now.
Yeah, I love a good breathable mesh.
Yes, it's also fun to wear it's kind of like.
I
think it's fun to wear a jersey. Yes, it's fun to wear a jersey, especially as a gay man. You're wearing a jersey, serving trade.
Yes. Serving trade deadline.
That's the first thing you think about when you think of me, right? Trade. Trading cards.
Yeah. The trades, and by that I mean magazines.
My grandmother actually sent me some trading cards that I used to have. I forgot that I used to go in on Marvel trading cards.
I was never a Marvel trading card person, and this is going to tell you a lot about me, but I was fucking up some Yu-Gi-Oh decks.
Okay.
Listen, Exodia the Forbidden One, every now and then, me and him came to rock your world. Every now and then. And I had a strategy. I didn't go to any tournaments. I never went to a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament, y'all. I wear deodorant. I never went to a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. I had sex in high school. But every now and then, I could fuck your day up with a trap card. I don't hate Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh might need to come back. What if at a AFTIS? Okay, you playing some music videos. You playing Ariana Dandelion. I don't hate the idea of maybe playing little Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Okay.
I don't hate it. With it on an edible? That was an edible and a mushroom?
Yu-Gi-Hoing.
It's time to douche.
Speaking of douches.
Did you keep it?
You love a segue?
I love a segue. Came out clear.
My keep it goes to Elon Musk.
Ooh, boo.
Listen, the African went to my home
Say
state.
it. No, say it. That scamming ass African.
Scamming ass African. And I'm not talking about in your Gmail sending you something from a Hotmail account trying to get $1,500 out of your mama's bank account. I'm talking about like running. Elon Musk is running through the White House like the Tomb Raider. Okay.
Yes. Going through our pockets.
And he went to my home state where he is trying to scam the Supreme Court and make it conservative there. And he's basically doing voter fraud, tampering with votes by he did a contest where you could win two people would win $1 million.
Oh my God.
By signing a petition that they would vote for this conservative judge.
Kind of a kill Tony situation, except for with democracy. We're killing democracy. You sign up for a bucket, you get your name picked out if you vote for a conservative judge for the Wisconsin Supreme Court, and you get $1 million from Elon Musk. The only thing that I would be happy about is that I know if Elon Musk gave me a check for $1 million, at least he could never make eye contact with me because of that whole thing he got going on. It is disgusting.
Yeah. Basically, you have to sign his petition in opposition to activist judges, and he gave away $1 million check. It is, first of all, lottery curses, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Like people win the lottery and then people come out the woodwork. You get sued.
Yes.
You could be like that woman who worked in the diner. I think her name was Tammy Knickerbocker. Like her coworker sued her because it was always like, we promised to share the lottery, etc.
Yeah.
If one of us ever won, could you imagine like how fucked up your life is going to be? With everyone knows that you were presented $1 million check on stage by Elon Musk. What do you think is happening to you the next day?
It's a damn monkey's paw gift. They will tear each other to shreds. This is not smart. So the first part of it, it's so anti-democratic to be like, I'm going to give you $1 million if you pledge to vote for this conservative judge. Because when the fuck was that how we campaign? Where the fuck is George Soros? That's not what is happening. Secondly, this man is doing this because he knows that he's unpopular and the policies he's putting through because he's curried enough favor and he bankrolled this administration. They're not popular. You about to lay off how many health and human services workers this week, Robert F. Kennedy Jr.? You laying off how many federal employees? Do people not know that white center-right people also work for the federal government?
They're losing jobs.
They're losing jobs. Elon, this is what I'll say. I'm going to say it. That damn African is taking jobs away from good white Americans. Hey, it's 2008 again. That damn African, Elon Musk. I hate this. It makes me so mad.
If you're in Wisconsin, you should be voting for Susan Crawford. Brad
Boom.
Schemmel is psychotic.
And Wisconsin, aren't y'all sick of people making fun of y'all? Aren't y'all sick
I know I
of
am.
it? Aren't you tired? Y'all got people like Ira Madison and Jada Essence Hall and Trixie Mattel trying to save y'all's reputation. And y'all letting that fool come in there and do that? I'm embarrassed. Aaron Rodgers left. Y'all got rid of him. Come on.
Ran Brett Favre up out of there.
Got Brett Favre up out. He went back to my state and said, "Hey, poor people, give me some of that money."
And also, speaking of Brett Favre, pulling the Jen Shaw, scamming people.
Yes.
Elon Musk handing out $1 million check. I guess it's his own money. It's your money.
It's your money, and you want it now. Call JG Wentworth.
Like, he is scamming your money and then just giving it back to you.
It's stupid. It pissed me off. That pissed me off. Also, Morgan Wallen. I'm gonna say this isn't a keep it. This is a bleep it, because fuck Morgan Wallen. What the fuck do you mean going back to God's country? I'm from the South. Black people live down there too. Queer people live down there too. I don't know what you thought was so weird at fucking 30 Rock that you had to run off. Bowen was not gonna kiss you. Ego and Keenan were not worried about you. What is wrong with you, Morgan Wallen? Come on. I thought you had changed your ways. I thought
I know.
you had.
I was toe tapping to that Post Malone song.
You put out a good song after throwing a chair off a balcony and saying, my bad. And now we got to deal with this shit again. Morgan, I'm upset, but more than that, I'm disappointed.
You know what?
Morgan, when my grandmother yells at me like this, it's because she loves me.
You know what Morgan did it? Probably. I'm going to do some guesswork.
Do it.
He did a song with Post Malone, and it was a banger. It's a hit.
We can't deny that.
But Post Malone, Beyonce, Taylor Swift, you know, like too associated with tree. Morgan Wallen was probably getting clowned by his bros when they're sitting at home watching Kill Tony.
Morgan,
they're like, you hanging out with Post Malone? You hanging out with Punk Malone? You listen to Cowboy Carter now?
Punk Malone.
And that's why he did it. Okay,
listen,
he was
Malone. Punk Malone. That's gonna be on my mood board for the Cowboy Carter outfit. Morgan Wallen. If Morgan Wallen is supposed to be the most masculine person ever, then why you got a non-binary name, Morgan?
Oh, let's say that.
Morgan.
Okay, sound like you should be joining Southern Charm. Morgan Wallen sounds like she watches Bravo, okay?
Morgan Wallen loves Vera Bradley. Morgan Wallen. Morgan, you know what? Morgan Wallen put some lemon squares together for this for this SEC home game.
Jay, thank you so much for being here.
Ira,
this
thank
week.
you for putting up with my silliness. Listen, when we get together, we have a time. And that's why we can only do it every now and then, because they don't let us.
Tell the people where they can find you. Like, you're on tour. You're always on tour. You are never in New York.
I'm in New York every Monday through Thursdays. I'm in New York, and then every now and then I gotta leave. But I'm on tour right now. I'm gonna be in Huntsville, Alabama. I'm gonna be in New Orleans. God's country. I'm gonna be in New Orleans. I might have an announcement about New Orleans, so make sure to follow me on all socials. I'm gonna be in Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm gonna be in San Francisco. Check all of that out. You can go to @Jay Jurden on Twitter. Yes, Twitter. To me, hey, it's still Twitter. Instagram, you can also follow me on Threads. I decided to be messy on Threads. So if you really want to hear my opinions about some stuff, go to Threads, because I was like, oh, no one's reading Threads. No one's reading Threads. Girl, people are reading. I forgot.
They read it. I went to Threads.
My team said, Jay, that last one, go ahead and take that down.
I went to Threads only because I miss talking about Bravo places, and the people who watch Bravo, Morgan Wallen, they're on Threads. Now, I did remember that Threads is connected to is Meta.
Instagram.
It's connected to Facebook and Instagram. Oh. You get a lot of dumbass people responding to you on Threads.
Threads is I think it's 60% Facebook, 40% Instagram, because it's Facebook down, and whatever you think that means, that's exactly what I mean. A lot of people being like, "Why do you care how they raise their kids?" Okay, all right, now, okay, all right. Who should pay for the first date? Actually, no.
Would you love your trans daughter?
Exactly. Balloon pop. If you're a transphobe, you need your balloon popped, and you can take that however you want to take it.
Yeah, the Threads is very, very homophobic and transphobic, unfortunately.
But we love you, Mark Zuckerberg. You're so manly now that you do MMA. You look like such a man. You're Mark Zuckerberg. Oh my gosh, you're such a man. You're so manly. When I saw that fat ass on that surfboard, oh my gosh. When I saw that scary ass sunscreen covered face, Mark Zuckerberg, you are so masculine.
His hair's looking good now, though.
Cause you talking about because he got a perm?
Yeah, his perm.
His perm, he got the broccoli cut. Wait a second. Mark Zuckerberg, I saw that hair. I said, we might need to do your 23andMe. I said, wait a second.
He's using sacred.
I said, is Zuckerberg Ghanaian? What is his last name? Wait a minute. Okay. All right. Okay. Mark Jollof Rice. Okay. Mark Fufu.
You're a fool. Thank you, Elizabeth Moss, for joining us. We'll see you next week, and it will be 50% whiter.
The way God intended.